The following is a fan-based parody. The voices in this video were created by AI tools. Opinions and topics discussed by the characters in question are written purely as satire. The purpose of this video is purely for entertainment. Hey everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Pocket O Monsters Infinito Fusion. Our team today consists of GP, Vegeta, Goofy, King Shrew, XD001, and True Peak. We are heading to Fuchsia City down the East Coast, but first let's get our Snorlax encounter. Play with that flute, me. Damn, I am just so clean with the melody. Let's see what our encounter is. Sorry, is this thing telling me to grip ass? I'm not opposed to it, just take me out to dinner first. Sheesh.
A lot to take in for the first 30 seconds of a video, but I would say this is a decent encounter. Probopass has a lot of glaring weaknesses, but some fusion combos could remedy that. Anywho, good morning, Donald. Great to be back after our little break recently. How are you doing?
I'm good, Barack. I just finished climbing the Pokemon Showdown OU ladder at #1 with a team centered around Mousehold. Torture is an understatement, but someone's got a humble Poke aim.
I see Joe is taking some sort of extended holiday. Where is that little scoundrel?
Oh, that fool ain't coming in here today. I sent him a message saying, "What's up, homeboy?" He then proceeded to block me, ending our 2,566-day streak on Snapchat. He mad, LOL.
Are you serious? I can't believe it.
I know, right? I can't believe I caught this guy too.
No. Tell me it's a joke. Someone say it's just a joke.
Don't go downplaying him already. You even said he has potential to be great, Barack. I'm gonna call this guy Grippy. Shout outs to the best J. Cole song ever made. That shit slaps harder than Whitney's Clef Fable.
The cycle, Mobius, Groundhog's Day. I can't go through the same pain and torture again.
This guy just gave me strength, so I wonder what's the reward for the gold teeth in the Safari Zone? I mean, today we might find out.
Why is your ability oblivious, Donald? I'm freaking out right now. Didn't you even notice?
Of course I did, Betsy. I know Morbius was an awful watch, but I promise Jay Leto is not gonna hunt you down for the review you posted on X.com. He's chill like that. He gotta get his bag. I get it.
I don't care about the undisputed worst Joker ever conceived. I'm saying we are all doomed, Donald. Doomed, I say.
With my macking and snacking skills at the ready, there will be no stopping us. What are you talking about?
You weren't here that last time, which is exactly the problem. In Sapphire, when Joe and I were alone, Sukuna appeared and made that binding vow with me, which ended our poor dog's life during the Elite Four. I can't possibly go through that danger again.
My brother and Arceus, I don't think that's going to happen as much as I want it to. Firstly, the audience think my Lord and Savior is cringe. I'm not sure how, but our editor takes that feedback to heart, so he's likely never going to appear again in these videos. Second, JJK is irrelevant in the public eye now. Season 2 of the anime is done and no one reads the manga anymore. Lastly, I would pay an unhealthy lump sum to see this squirt row actually squirt in rows.
The manga finished this week. That gives my theory even more credibility due to relevancy. Listen to me. No matter what, you cannot leave the call at any point today.
Wait, hold on. Joe Mama is calling. I gotta take this. Take control through remote play, my love.
Oh, Keldeo cunt flaps. I am so cooked. Just relax, Obama. Relax, you got this. You know your moves, you can take this. I haven't really had time to master Holodicker Basket, but I'm sure it could still work. If only Joe was here, he could probably Oko-Sukinator with that technique he was telling me about. I'm sure it's too late for me already. Don't go demon time on me like a Moxie sweeping Salamence. I'm not ready to leave. It's too scary to die. I'll have to be carried inside the cemetery and buried alive. I said the Eminem lyric, where the hell is he? Vertic Bonds, how did you join the call?
Yo, what up? I got a big cock.
You clammy cub chew cooch muncher.
Less hostility, more tranquility. What's the issue, my brethren?
I told you not to leave me alone. You're lucky these fishermen are easy thanks to leveling up off the grunts last episode. What the Quackswell Macklemore?
Actually, it's more Mackle. I legit had to take that phone call like my 6IV Shiny Rotom. But coincidentally, at the same time, my 12 Quintuple XL Big Smokies were at the door waiting for me. I also low-key wanted my Master to appear. Did I miss him? How many bodies are we sacrificing?
That's the crazy part. He never showed up.
Damn, first your dad with your 18th birthday party and now this? I'm sorry, Barack.
We must have broken the cycle somehow. You're right, Donald. I don't think he's going to show up this episode. I'm sure we sfield half of our audience by alluding to it, but we live to die another day.
I am copywriting that term before Nintendo does. Speaking of, did you see Power World is finally getting sued?
Yeah, but seemingly it's because of gameplay mechanics which I can't believe can be patented. That is ridiculous.
It's like when the whites copyrighted slavery. Sure, it worked for the first couple hundred years, but if the blacks did it nowadays as revenge, that would be messed up.
That's as justified as a Terrakian, if you ask me. Honestly, Power World made pure bank in its release month, so I'm sure things will be fine as long as Nindy Tindy don't compromise that money. So what did Joe want?
Huh? What are you water spouting about?
You said you had to take a phone call with Joe Mama. Isn't that code word for our missing president hero?
Oh, no, it was actually Joe's mother. I was arranging our next Netflix and chill session. She's actually coming over to my place right now and said she's hornier than a great tusk. If I suddenly dip near the end of this episode, you know what's going down.
Joe's mama by the sounds of it. I'm glad to see you're not struggling with these trainers, Donnie.
Honestly, it's all thanks to our busted as fluff GP, the Volcario. His Quiver Dance Aura Sphere set is so broken, I'm sure Sleepy would have approved by now. This is an Elite Four staple if I've ever seen one.
I'm with you on that call, Donnie. Got to make sure this furry and he yuck make it to the end. They are too powerful not to hang on to.
Let me take this time just to announce that as of this video, channel members here on YouTube or on buymeacoffee.com/GameProducer6 now get access to all videos early for only a measly $1. It may be a day or two, but it's also a way to directly support the channel. You will be featured at the end of every video too, as a way of saying thanks for supporting these silly little adventures.
There are higher tiers, but at the moment they don't give anything extra. They are just there for die-hard fans. By no means don't feel like there is any pressure to purchase one of these subscriptions. All videos will still be available for free. We aren't paid to play gatekeeping or anything like that. Shoutouts to EA Sports.
It's in the game.
That sounded worse than Pokemon Yellow sound font Donald, you magic carp kitty splasher. Viewers, if you happen to have $1 left on your credit card once you do your taxes, groceries, and other life expenses, you could get up to 4 videos in early access within the month.
Just to let everyone know, when I inevitably beat Sergeant Cuckles this election, I will be increasing the minimum fee up to $9 and blame it on inflation. Give me your money.
Jesus, don't let King Shrew die to Poison Man.
I got this, don't worry. While we are at it, comment question time. Audience, today I ask, what is your favorite HM or hidden machine in the Pokemon games?
What kind of bum-ass question is this? You really couldn't think of anything else to ask.
It's a social experiment. I want to see if the new kids even remember what these are. And for veterans, I want to see which one stuck. Mine, of course, is D-Fog, or Donald Fogg, as I've coined it. It's the GOAT of competitive counterplay. It's absolutely crazy. As Gamefreak has expanded the meta on terrains and field conditions, this move only gets better and better, removing those hazards completely. I also like that it gets rid of your own setups too, meaning you have to make big brain plays with it and scope out the long game to see if it's worth using yet or not.
Controversial pick, but I would say strength. It actually does decent damage in battle, especially as a stab normal type, but also it incentivizes exploration by unlocking secret areas in previous routes and caves. I do wish the animation was quicker on pushing the boulder, but otherwise I think it's a smart way to halt progression while also rewarding curiously adventurous players.
Only thing I'm curious about is how quick GP's aura kills this claim.
Oh God, this is bad.
Why you say dis?
GP will never live Inferno here.
Okay, nobody panic. It's just another dead Irish guy. If anything, I'm cleansing the world of sin. It's just like, the potato famine. Those dumbasses almost wiped out from a reverse 6-0 sweep against a goddamn vegetable. That's one less annoying top of the morning to you eliminated from society. You're welcome, folks.
I get that this Caesar sack of shit is 4 times weak to fire. I mean, he took over half health earlier from a crappy little ember. But still, I feel like that was a wee little miscalculation on your part, Harry Mama.
King Shrew, destroy this metal pony gear.
See, that's exactly what I mean, you flipping button masher. Instead of autopiloting into our clutch, who happened to have a bad matchup, why didn't you send out Kingers to demolish him?
Damn! Didn't know you gave me the K-word pass just like that, Barack.
Say what now?
Nah, big ups on that one, my Kinger. You know what, the more I think about it, I hated that fusion anyway. Realistically, he took too long to set up. I can't think of one meaningful fight he would have been useful in for the rest of this journey.
You literally said he was a necessity for the Elite Four. Bro's act is like Inkay with how contrary that statement was.
I am not acting gay, and I'm pretty sure I said Goofy was E4 material.
You said the both of them. Why did you click T-Bolt? He's still part ground.
Sorry, in the middle of composing a heartfelt apology get back together text. Give me a sec.
To who? Actually, what you don't know won't hurt you, Barack. Keep it together. Ahem. What I meant to say was, I swear to Big Beautiful Blaz Toys Booty, if Goofy also hits the floor today like Flo Rida, I will immediately stop pursuit trapping you into being my closest friend.
All right, just message my bestie Joe Biden on Facebook to see if he's okay. It's only the 47th wall of text I've sent today. Wasn't listening. What were you saying, Obama?
Why? What has he got that I don't, Donald?
It's funny, Barack. Even though I absolutely sweat on the Smogon ladders, for these challenge runs, I don't like your try-hardy nature. Joe's version exclusive vibe just hits different, you know?
So you think if I chilled my drive a little bit, one day I could possibly be accepted by you?
I mean, that's just a theory. A gay theory. No homo. And nice timing on the chill pun there, dude. Oh, electric femboy rats. This is our encounter for the root, isn't it?
'Tis indeed. I'm not sure if I'm going crazy or what, but I think I can subtly hear the petrified shriek of a man who has stubbed one of his deceased toes off an unsuspecting coffee table.
We really had to run into another clickbait humanoid thing. We seriously have to do a Gardevoir special now, don't we?
Especially after catching our second one, yes. We are contractually obligated with all Gooners online to do so.
Oh, crusty Charmeleon Clit.
Who the fuck is that Pokemon? It's Clink Dash. You know, now that there's no threat of me getting cleaved to death and we're alone, we should bond like it's our destiny, Donald. Tell me, what's your favorite generation of OU to play? I love when Gen 3 came about with the hole.
Pretty. Oh, you're going
sorry,
first.
I didn't know you were.
Fine. Okay,
Can I say that?
I'm going to get this encounter now that I... Stop! Stop talking over me! I obviously know I have a freaking capture here.
A bear and a bat. Cute.
Barack, you can't just ignore our conversation.
I know, our first fight. It's like Corby Knight and Tinkaton. Friendly little rivalry, but using them on a mono-type steel team, the synergy goes nutty. God, I love you, Donald, and let's make like 14-day trips together now, before the end of this video.
Okay, I can't take this try-hard, friendly-bendy shit anymore. I'm summoning Joe back in here.
No, you can't. Focus on catching.
Dude, he's in red. Health and I have the OP Dusk Ball at night. This is more guaranteed than a shiny after a 40 chain. Real ones get it.
Ha. And you believe you can bring Joe back from the realm of darkness? Don't get me wrong, I'd be impressed, but it ain't possible to bring a literal nobody like him back.
Deep down, I know I can. Our hearts are connected. I just have to remember what he did for me back then. Oh, Pokemon Snap, I've got it. I watch you, fast asleep.
He sleeps all the time. What's new here?
All I fear
means nothing.
Oh, Joe, you're back. We have so much to discuss and apologize and make up lost time for and keep on.
You and I, there's a new name.
Ha, you can stop the singing now.
Damn, he hitting that shit. Keep it going, Mr. Backblowing.
Sanctuary, my sanctuary.
Yes.
Where fears and lies.
I'm tired of this already. Send him back to Twilight Town.
Sorry, guys, just had to get that out of my system. Look, I'm sorry for last time. I don't know why I was trying to be the big, tough guy and take on a dungeon supremely underleveled, but that wasn't the right way to go about it. Donald, I should have communicated more with you in a clearer and concise manner about some of the rules I was unhappy with. I'm sorry I was acting so toxic.
All good, buddy. I'm like a Zangoose with immunity. It didn't even affect me.
Not the time, Donnie.
I'm sorry to you too, Barack. I can't lie, I was getting extremely jealous of you and Donald getting closer since it was like a threat of being left behind. It's happened before in my life. I didn't want the cycle to start again. What it comes down to is that I was worried both of you were going to move on without me. It just felt like my summer vacation was over. Roxas type beat. You get what I'm saying?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're basically saying that when Donald went Maw Jin and tainted some part of his overclocked heart, a fragment of that broke off, becoming a nobody. And over the course of 358 days over 2 became so strong that in the sequel 2.91 final Mixie Schmixie Pixie Dick's penultimate penis battle, your spirits reunited to take on the door to darkness?
Say, guys, did someone mention the door to darkness again?
You're missing like 70% of the important details, but yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, then all is forgiven. Welcome back, one of my besties to be.
Wait, really? But guys, I was being such a donkey doo-doo head.
Well, I can't say much. I stormed out last season with no excuse. At least you had a valid reason. But just remember, man, I still love the both of you equally.
Donald's right. Shout-outs High School Musical, because we are all in this together.
Well, guys, I actually have one request before I rejoin the team and screen share. It's going to be a long shot, but hear me out. I want to kill GP, preferably the Pokemon, since we need someone to edit these videos and throw in subscribe reminders every once in a while. I know you aren't going to agree, but let's be civil and talk about it.
No objections.
Let's do it.
Seriously? I was going to justify that his Quiver Dance Aura Sphere set is too busted, and I would like a challenge again.
Sure thing. As long as we count that as a death on your tally, yes?
Oh, yippity pheasant dippity. That's fine by me, boys. Man, it's good to be back.
You picked the right time to rejoin as we have landed in Fuchsia City. There's encounters in every direction, even to the zoo up north. Also, I can check the shop for updated items.
Nice. You already killed that ugly Ursa Ring-looking Irish boy. Man, I'd actually love that bear for our fusions now that I mention it.
Well, you're in luck, Joe, but we will catch you up on the box developments after this episode is over.
Tell us, pal no pad, what exciting adventures did you get up to while we were apart?
What sort of marvelous journeys did you go on when you were away?
Oh, I did this super fun Let's Go Pikachu challenge where I completed a shiny living dex. But a Neuralink was wired up to each of my nuts, controlling a Joy-Con separately. I also hosted a Diddy party.
Is that why you asked me if baby oil from dollar stores are safe to use?
Spoiler in the wrong spots, it burns like a fucking Skeledirge.
Wait, did you say you're going into the animal prison already? Isn't it a pain to get in there with security?
Nothing a little money can't solve.
Depends on who's running the gate. I'm ready to cause an uproar at all times, regardless.
Bet they'll coincidentally have to pat me down.
Act casual, boys. Ahem.
Hello, welcome to the Safari Zone. Oh, it's you three hooligans again.
Ugh, groupies. No, we aren't giving autographs.
Hey, what's up, boss?
Well, look who it is, Joey Mac Dick Lips. Always looking so perky and pseudo-riferous. Did you make this Thursday's drop?
Yes, I did, you bloody incel.
Whoa, Joe, relax. You just met this guy.
Nah, don't worry, he's into it. Aren't you my little sluttery butterfree?
Oh, fudge. I'm Brock Hard right now.
All right, let me get my pack of punched RPK real quick. I'm shooting this mofo.
Wait, where's that guy who you always chucked and tucked in here? Did you fire him from his post?
I did, but then I realized I love having slaves, so I rehired him moments later. One day I served him my finest Colombian poke block. Next minute he was crunk and gunk shot out the door. He was yelling about having to fight a POTUS gang with 2 exclamation marks. Sounds sus if you ask me.
Absolutely, assassinate him.
We just want to head into the Safari Zone. Can you let us pass?
Look, just go ahead, daddies. I'm powerless to your divine chisel bodies anyway, so I'll just take it, no pause. I'm going to practice my Mike and Dyke fuzzily guzzly skills in the back rooms. Gotta take out my gold dentures to practice for the classic suckathon. I'm aiming for 22 fizzy glizzies this year.
Godspeed, soldier.
That guy was strange, but I bet he would do good on Broadway.
I thought you said you knew him, Joe?
Knew who? What are you talking about?
Hush. I'm disturbing nature.
Oh, cool, Baby Sneck and Grown Up Dick Shot. Ironic given their names originate from the Membrimvar Isle.
What the jiggity jinxies did you just say to me?
Look it up on Google Images, it's old-fashioned.
Don't go around as if you own it, Barack. My boy Isaac Newton traded me that word after I invented gravity.
Okay, what the shinkity shinksies are you talking about now? And great, Tinky Winky's dick just ran away.
Oh, you should have been there, it was hilarious. I literally used the move gravity to bring an Applin back down to Earth. You see, back in that generation, it could learn fly legally. It critical hit that idiot Isaac on the head. He gave that magical force its name. Then he said, "You can succulate upon my hardened membrum virile with haste, Squire Giuseppe." So he gave me ownership of that penis word in exchange for the credit on discovering gravity and head. Are you two still here? Am I trapped with that Norded bitch Aqua in the shadow realm again? Why is no one saying anything?
Forgive us that we don't know how to respond to the topic of you giving Isaac Newton a blowy, Joey.
A furry Charizard? How did we end up at Comic-Con?
I'm about a nut.
Just to clarify for everyone, they're called Joey Blowies when I hit that sweet scenting spot. Idiots.
Sorry guys, just left my euphoric post-bust clarity after seeing one of the greatest monsters of all time. I know we lost the derp recently, but it felt like he had to stay as a Porizard. It was like an unspoken rule. But now with this purely fluffy beast, we can get creative.
What about the furred side of him, Barack?
What about it, Donald? There's nothing to say. He's worse than dried up Professor Juniper Cheeks on a Wednesday.
Still a smash.
Struggling to understand what you guys see in that trash generation stupid, Professor.
More like struggling to catch a brown weasel. This is pathetic, you chunky, funky, stunky butt munchy foot and anal puncher.
I'll have you know he's being caught right now, you glorious bastard. God, how I miss those wacky and mostly nonsensical disses from my all-time favorite human ever.
You know I was already thinking of going sewer sliding after today's failed mission to obtain a bestie, but that was the final nail in the coffin. You're harder to recruit than a goddamn Keck Leon Donald.
Maybe one day you'll chillax the Cax Barack. Anyways, Boxy's getting sent to the box. Shoutouts, Patters.
Don't be giving credit and fame to these small-time YouTubers, Donnie. You should be plugging the Game Producer 6 channel. He who triumphs all. He who even as a pocket monster was sacrificed to the almighty presidential gods to appease their lust for ruination.
That was way too badass of a phrase to go alongside a Route 17 encounter, but I'm all here for it.
See this friendly, happy conversation shit? This is exactly why I went back on drugs.
Oh, blooming heck. A late bloomer.
My fave.
It's also baby daddy too.
You called?
No analysis on this one, Barack?
My analytic ability has been disabled because of you two ghosting me. Thanks for checking in, Don.
Disable doesn't work on abilities and wheelchair enemies. Fact check.
Oh, right, fair enough. I don't mind sharing my thoughts. I mean, they're both fine, I guess.
Yeah, maybe I'll stick to the viability explanation. That was a pitiful attempt you just spat up there, you stockpiling piece of spit.
We've all got a role to fill on this team, and no one does it quite like you, Obama.
I suppose you do got that right. Next episode, it's my chance at taking down Koga. With the amount of awesome stuff you credibly caught, we should have some great fusion potential going into the second half of the game.
Just no scary fusions, please.
I mean, it'll be even more interesting now that our weakest link in Joe has rejoined the party. Let's hope he doesn't wipe again.
Oh, Donald, I missed this banter. You mother sucker.
Funny you mentioned that, Joe. You see, earlier I was.
Whoa, why did he leave so suddenly?
A paradox Pokemon got to him. He'll be fine. See you next time.
I suppose I do owe them an outro. Thanks for watching, everyone. Special shout-outs to Aaron Timmons and Kevin Bolanos, who are Tier 3 YouTube members, and Donnie Baseball 33 for becoming a Buy Me a Coffee member. Remember, for just $1 a month, you get early access to all videos. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we will catch you again for another episode of Pokemon very soon. See you all then.